Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the third video for the weekend, and I'm super excited for this one. This is ATEEZ with Crazy Form, and the reason I'm so excited, I actually had not been much into ATEEZ because I didn't know about them until I reacted to Bouncy. And that song was amazing, and because of Bouncy, I started giving ATEEZ more listens, and I have really enjoyed a lot of their music. Halazia and Say My Name, for example. I went out and bought their album. I really enjoyed their B-side, Django. There's other songs that I like from them, but those are just some things that come to mind. Anyway, this is their latest comeback off of their full album, mind you. This is their second full album, so congratulations to ATEEZ on that. The album is titled The World Episode Finn Will. Finn meaning the end, and I understand that this is the end of their, I don't know if it's a trilogy or just a story essentially, but their last three comebacks, I believe, were all titled The World and then some episode. But the will, I think, is talking about like the will to move forward. I read a brief interview where I found out that this was like their fifth debut anniversary, and they all met to discuss like how they're gonna proceed going forward and what they want to show. So I'm super excited to see what AT shows us in the future. One thing I want to point out though, I don't normally do this when we switch over. I'm normally already full screen on the video, but I want you guys to check out the comments. And we're not going to read them specifically, but I'm noticing a trend here, and I'm curious what you guys think about it. So let's look at this. All right. So what I wanted to point out is normally on most of these K-pop videos, the top comments are Korean and English, maybe some Spanish. But here, Spanish, 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 Russian, Korean, Spanish, 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 Spanish. Like, is ATEEZ that much more popular in Latin America than they are in Korea? Some of y'all would know way better than I would. But yeah, I see 2 Korean comments so far. There's 3, but so many Spanish comments. We got German here. We got Russian again. Russian. There's our first English comment all the way down here. More Spanish, more Spanish, more Spanish. Like, it's crazy. ATEEZ must be huge, or at least with I don't know if they're a majority or just a really vocal minority, but Spanish fans loving the ATEEZ. All right, so let's check out the video for Crazy Form, and I'm also not even sure what they mean by Crazy Form, so let's find out.
Get up.
Interesting beat, little anarchy symbol back there on the flags.
Get up.
I get it. You can feel the build. It wasn't even really so much of a build. It was almost more of an anti-drop. What is this funky music going on in the back here? I love that high note that they sing too. I don't know which vocalist it is. We got the bridge here. We're setting up for a dance break. Super energetic choreo there. Love that. There's still 20 seconds to go. What's going on here? All right. There's going to be some ATEEZ who knows way more than I do about their lore. I'm calling you out. I need you to tell me what the hell that bird was for and down in the comments. Is that like supposed to symbolize them and them flying off like towards their future? Does the bird itself actually have a meaning? Like, what did I just miss right there? It was definitely symbolic, or they wouldn't have ended the video after a black screen with it, but I don't know what it is. So first impression, enjoyed the song, didn't love it as much as I did with Bouncy. So it's not going to be, you know, like my favorite title track, but it's definitely one that is enjoyable. It's got a nice cocky swagger to it. It's energetic. It's definitely one that, if you see them do it live, I bet it's going to be super cool. Message wise, it feels like it's all about, you know, confidence and talking about what they've done and what they're going to continue to do. And in terms of crazy form, it's, the impression or the interpretation I'm getting from that is, the best way I can explain that is like taking on a new form of yourself. Like, for example, in Kung Fu, right? You have different stances, like mantis form and stuff like that. Or if you've played the Yakuza games, there's different forms. Or if you watch anime, like let's say Dragon Ball Z, you know, you've got different forms, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, so on and so forth. So I feel like this is them saying like, we've powered up, so to speak. We're in our crazy form now. I could be wrong, but that's the interpretation I'm getting from it. And crazy, not like mentally, but crazy as in like, we do things that, nobody would expect. Like we go that hard. So let's go back and watch it again, see if I can break down anything here. All right, so I already mentioned this originally, but we've got the anarchy here. And I believe this is, and that might even be their symbol. Like, no, that's not their logo. We've seen their logo just at the beginning. But the anarchy, I'm sure it actually relates to their lore, with their like their pirate king thing and all that kind of stuff. So if you actually know the real meaning, feel free to drop that in the comments. But just in the context of this video, we also see them being labeled like the Black Pirates, and it seems to be, you know, kind of breaking the mold or the societal norms of what's expected here. Like I said, they're going into this crazy form where, you know, they go nuts. They do what they want. They keep going up. That's what I'm getting from it.
Get up. Get up.
A lot of background dancers here too. My ego's in the show. We know. Yeah, to the moon we go. Like, obviously talking about like we're gonna keep going for the stars, and this is some crazy form like reiterating. Like, actually, we haven't reiterated anything. This is their first time saying it. This is them saying like we're hitting that next gear, so to speak. Bring my trophy. Talk that shit. Oh, have you been to all the continents? Because we've been to all the continents. Have y'all been to Antarctica? I don't think you've been to Antarctica, ATEEZ. It doesn't count as all the continents. My stock index is a red light. Green flag still waving. You know, you got this anarchy symbol again. Keep putting commas on my paycheck. So one way to keep increasing your paycheck is people will say like, you know, check out all those zeros. But commas separate every 3 zeros. Overseas, it's usually periods, which confused the hell out of me when I went to Europe. But yeah. So if you keep adding commas, that means the number's getting bigger and bigger. They don't care if you don't like it, just close your eyes. The ace, the joker. I like that choreo there too. Is basically like, so when he's doing this part here, I'm not sure if he's basically saying like, you can talk all you want. We're proving it. I feel like that's the correct interpretation, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I thought I went back far enough to say it, but that's fine. Yeah, nobody does it like we do. Okay, now that lyric goes back to that choreography that Mingy that did that earlier. The what I was just talking about, but literally just empty talking, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so that was the correct interpretation. This line going back to that. Who's this guy? He looks kind of out of place. Okay, I need to... Black pirates break into the lounge. I was trying to see what that crawler said. Ticker or whatever. He's just dancing crazy. Then we've got the middle finger glove there. The peace sign, but also just showing that middle finger, like, F off. Little bullet time Matrix action there. Yeah, and this, I love this line, ambition in my veins. Like, y'all might have just basic blood going through you, but we got ambition flowing through us. That's what fuels us. And that's what allows us to keep pushing these limits. Love that. Launch the EMP. There's such a funky beat to this, man. And it's not bittersweet, but like, I'll get there in a second. I wanted to let him finish. The beat is, bittersweet was not the word I was looking for, but it was, I don't know. I'm not able to grab the word from my vocabulary that I'm looking for right now, but essentially what I'm trying to say is I really like the beat and the instrumentation, but I also don't like it. It's hard. It's really hard to put my finger on what I'm trying to say as to why. Like, it's unique and everything they're doing goes really well with it. But I think if I weren't watching the video, and especially if I didn't know the group, if this was my first introduction to somebody, I think I would be a little more like, I don't know about that one. But because I already know I like ATEEZ, my opinion is colored a little bit in the sense of, well, they did all this great stuff before, and I know what they're doing here is great. So I already have that subconscious bias of, yeah, this is a really dope thing. So I think that's the best way to explain it. If it weren't somebody that I already knew about, then maybe I wouldn't enjoy this song as much as I do. But hey, doesn't matter. I do know them, and I do enjoy it. So let me know what you guys think. Both about the song and that specific instrumentation. And also back to this. We're back to the bird thing. Y'all gotta tell me what the heck's going on here. The bird is carrying the light away. Why? I also, because I know that this is the final part of the world story, I like how the video had like this theatrical close where that crescendo of soft music happened, and then it cut to black and you see the ATEEZ logo with the world episode fin. So I enjoyed that just from a production standpoint. Had nothing to do with the actual music video, other than just putting the neat little bow on things. Alright guys, that was the reaction for ATEEZ with Crazy Form. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. Like I said, it's not my favorite title track from them, but it was really cool. Definitely experimental. And looking forward to seeing what ATEEZ does next. Also, not sure, but probably gonna go look for their album. I'm a sucker for full albums. So if you buy K-pop, like, I get a lot of us consume it through Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. But if you're someone who buys it, whether you buy it digitally or buy it physically, especially if you buy it physically though, K-pop albums are expensive. Like 23 to 36 bucks, depending on who it is, where you're at in the country, that kind of thing. And part of that's because it comes with a bunch of photo cards and photo books, and posters, and everything else. But if you're someone like me who really just wanted the music, it's a lot of money to buy K-pop albums and only get, 3 or 4 songs sometimes. So when I can pay that same price and get a group I like and they've got a full album, I'm sorry, like, I have to go, like, my wallet says I have to go do it. So I will probably own this album within the next couple of weeks once my local K-pop store gets it. But anyway, if you have anything to add, please drop it down in the comments below. Like I said, I especially want to know about that bird thing at the end. Someone's got to know, right? Like, I can't be the only one who doesn't know and wants to. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell to enable your notifications to see when future content is going live. And until the next one, guys, thanks for checking this one out. Take care, everybody.